Alright, inner tubes, we're upgrading the 240Z's rear absorbers to Bilstiens. These are endurance Bilstien shocks, and they're going into the Series 1 240Z because I find that the compression and rebound rate for the stock rear absorbers are not so good. So since I have them, we're putting them in, and the stock rear absorbers are a little bit noisy. So we're leaving the car here. It's got to be custom made, and I'll give you an update once it's done. Thank you. Alright, this is the final suspension upgrade, final upgrade for the Series 1 240Z. As you can see, what we have here is all 4 absorbers have been removed. 2 fronts and 2 rears. We're gonna be removing the inserts that are inside here in the original bodies. We're gonna remove all of them and have these Bilstiens inserted into here. However, these Bilstiens are too big to go in. Too big to go in here. So we will have to remake new bodies and re-weld this spring perch in the correct location. So a lot of measurements got to be done in order to get this done correctly. These will be installed into here. They run like this. These are inverted monotubes into, when these Bilstiens are done, they are actually inverted monotubes, and they will have much more oil and much more control, much better absorbers. But it's a lot of work, as you can see, because we've got to remake complete bodies here. Complete bodies got to be made up, and a lot of work has got to be done. So these have been serviced. They are ready to be used. They're slightly customized with air bleed valves here. All 4 of them. Can't wait to get this into there. Alright, till then, let's wait for that to happen. And then I'll give you an update on how all of it works. Alright guys, we are at the midway point of the 240Z Series 1 rear absorber installation. As you can see, we've put in a thicker body so that we can fit the inverted monotube Bilstiens into the thicker body. These are the rears. They are about done. All measurements are ready, are good to go, so they're gonna finish welding instead of just having it spot welded. Here is the halfway point of the front. We've ground that out, got rid of the paint so that we can shove the bottom in there, and this is gonna be welded onto that. So this is what we needed to make to match. Yes, it goes all the way down here. So yes, we've got to make sure the length and everything is correct. Very nice. Very nice. So we've cut off and thrown away the original body. We're going to reuse the spring perch. I'm going to weld that spring perch somewhere along this body. This will be the new body of the front shock. So these are the fronts, those are the rears. In a couple of days, it'll be all done. That is the other side that is waiting to be worked on. Alright. Till the completion. We'll be back. Alright, inner tube. This concludes the 240Z, the Series 1 240Z's suspension upgrade. So we've got Bilstiens in here, Bilstien inserts, they are inverted monotube as you have seen prior to installation. For all fours, front and back. So now we've just done a bulk test and we're gonna drive the car for real. Hopefully no issues and everything is fine and dandy. I've got some overflow of petrol. I overfilled my gas tank just now and petrol has overflowed out. No good. Okay, go for a test drive. Okay, inner tubes, we're at the conclusion and final video for the Series 1 240Z. It's 100% done with the new refurbished Bilstien inverted monotube suspension absorbers installed. I'm still using the stock springs and the car runs so much more firm than stock dampers. More sporty, very more planted. It is stiffer, a little bit more harsh. However, the driving pleasure is also escalated. So now we can corner better, we can corner harder, corner faster with much more support in the body. Not so much body roll anymore. I don't feel so much compression damping as before. And rebound is just nice. Rebound is just nice. It's not too slow and not too fast. Gives for a very sporty feel. Very lively drive. So I'm happy with the purchase of the used Bilstien dampers that I got off Yahoo Auction Japan. I thought I will never use it. Lo and behold, my original Kayabas that are with this car did not do it for me, and I decided to splurge. So it cost me quite a lot of money to custom make these dampers fit into these absorbers. It's a complete custom absorber shaft rebuild, as you all could see. And I think driving this car now makes it all worth it. Because now I have no reservations driving this up Genting spiritedly. I used to drive this car up Genting fairly spiritedly, but the rear absorbers were always too soft and it would squat too much. Now the rear absorbers are holding the car up, and I think it's a much more level drive, not so much body roll. So we've got much more traction, a more confident car in total. The car also feels heavy with so much compression damping. I think it allows for the wheels to always stay in touch with the road surface much better, because the rebound is not so fast. It doesn't throw the car off in high speed compression and off camber turns. So this car has become much more enjoyable to drive. However, yes, it's a little bit more bumpy, but there's always compromise and sacrifices we have to make when we upgrade suspension, right? So it's either you enjoy the soft, wonky absorber feel, which is very comfortable, very good for in-town driving. But if you want to drive the car spiritedly, like this car is built to, it's a sports car. Its natural DNA is to take and carve corners fast. I think this is the right modification and a worthwhile upgrade. So I'm gonna enjoy driving this car for a little bit more, and while I send the 280Z for interior upholstery, my conclusion is Bilstien build very good stuff. They know what they're doing. Alright, that's it for this 240Z Series 1. Like and subscribe.